You're viewing this on the Mobile Europe site. I urge you to look at our February issue. In there, we got a great article from NeuStar looking at some of the ways that operators can use presence-enabled contact books to launch messaging and other services. Joined here by Glenn. And Glenn, we can talk a little bit more about some of that now. With Tim, what can you tell us about what Tim are doing and Tim IM?
Yeah, this is really a next stage in the evolution of the user experience, where we've actually embedded the communications capability into the address book on the phone and then presence enhanced that. So you can go into your address book, check who's online, who's offline, and then with one-click access you can either IM them, you can send an SMS to them, or you can click to call them, all from one very simplistic, easy-to-use user interface. And this means it prevents people from having to hop from application to application. If they want to launch IM, they don't have to actually go to a separate application to launch it. They actually, from the address book, they just click on the IM icon, it takes them straight to the session where they can talk to that person online. And we really believe that that enhances the user experience. It really creates more stickiness for the operators. And for the end users, it's a much central way to communicate with all of your buddies from one place. And we see that this is extensible into the new social networking communities as well. So we can very quickly enable Twitter or Facebook from the same user interface once it's deployed in the handset.
So it's less about operators saying, this is IM standalone service. It's about integrating the messaging into the way that you interact with all your communities and profiles.
Exactly. It's a way for a user to come to his phone and launch a single application where he can say, who do I want to talk to now? He can instantly see from his address book who's online, who's offline, what are they doing, and then decide how to communicate with them. And that may be a call, and that's obviously driving revenue for the operator, or maybe they want to IM them because that's the appropriate time to do that. But it means it's very quick decision from the end user, much faster than having to go into several services and do it. So we believe it's really the next generation. It's also the starting point for what's coming along in the industry called the rich communications suite, which allows all the phone manufacturers to embed a similar experience into the handset so that you don't have to go into SMS client or MMS. Again, you have a single interface to manage all of your messaging communications in one place.
And do you think that's that rich communications suite message here is going down well with operators, or some of them taking a view on that at the moment?
No, I think all operators are really looking for this to unify all the communication services that are going on in the market today. The one thing that's missing is that a ubiquitous client, that all the handset manufacturers can work together on a standard approach that enables all the handsets to go out with that service enabled, so that we don't have to do downloads, you don't have to try and pull Java files over the internet, which is all difficult, more complex to do, and obviously puts a barrier into service adoption. So having a standardized client that everyone knows how to use and finds very easy to use will also drive the services for everyone much, much quicker to the market.
If you look at a manufacturer like Nokia, it's making a big play of Nokia messaging at the moment, having bought Oz and brought them in. So does a standardized client not reduce the level of differentiation that manufacturers can bring?
Well, I think that's the key thing to getting the RCS initiative right. I mean, it should be standardized in enough way that allows differentiation as well. And clearly, we've built an interface to the standard that still differentiates and brands Tim's service, but it's still built around the RCS standard. So there's enough flexibility in that to be able to A, provide the common services, but B, allow either operators or other service providers to create a brand image in that client itself.
So you think we'll see more operators follow the Tim IM model?
Well, we certainly hope so. We believe it will drive users and adoption into the services that they want to drive. And so we think that it's a really strong approach, and especially using the address book, it's almost like creating your own social network in your pocket. So you can control and manage how you communicate to all your friends because it's very easy to use. It doesn't mean you have to sign up to a service. It's already there, and it's already synchronized with the address book you've built up over years, and you've kept phone to phone. It's all in there, and that could be the central hub for how you communicate in the future.
Okay, thank you.